What you here for? Strictly business. Yeah. You want a job or get rich? I'm bossed up. 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 I got boss in my IV. Just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me. My services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low, rappers turning into rats. Fly snitching on they self, DEA ransack.
What's good? What's poppin'? Mooj is still on the road. He's on the way to the crib, but we are still here. It's not going to stop the show. It's a fucking football Friday. We about to go nuts.
We about to turn up today. We about to turn up today.
I guess we kind of did the smoke show a little too early last week.
I think we did, bro. I think we might have jumped the gun on that.
We might have jumped just a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. Shout out to everybody who's listening. Shout out to everybody who's watching. We are here. So Football Friday, like I said, we're going to turn this whole thing upside down. But before we get going, you know what time? I haven't done this in a minute. I got a whole new thing for it. Let's get it.
I'm going to be a bully out there. Yeah, me, I'm going to be a goddamn bully, and ain't nothing y'all can do to stop me.
OG, come on, man.
So,
that was fucking great. That was great. I loved it. Yep, I loved it. That was great.
So, we had to bring back Mel O'Head rant of the day. And this goes to the NFL. Of course, it's a football show, so it's got to be football related. We need to get rid of this quarterback slide rule. It's ridiculous. Mobile quarterbacks are taking full advantage of it. The league does it. The refs don't know how to ref it, and it's becoming a problem. The Steelers were victims of this twice against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's touchdown run, he faked the slide for those who weren't paying attention. He slowed down, stutter stepped, faked the slide. The defense let up. He blows through the defender, scores a touchdown, which set up in the third quarter a penalty on 3rd and 6, I think it was, where the pocket collapsed. Josh Allen stepped up, was going to run for the first down. The defense started to collapse. He slides, but the defender this time was like, I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Hits Josh Allen. Josh Allen gets up, throws his hands in the air. He's bitching and moaning. Ref throws the flag. 15-yard penalty. It's not 4th down. It's bullshit. Look, if you're gonna cross that line of scrimmage, if you're gonna come into the jungle, you got to play with the Lions, dog. You got to play with the Lions. So all of that protecting the quarterback, you can't protect them when they decide to run into the jungle. Period. If you want to do that, this is my proposal to the NFL. My proposal. If you want to protect the quarterbacks, cool. You tell the quarterbacks you cannot cross the line of scrimmage. You cannot. The second you cross the line of scrimmage, all bets is off. There is no slide rule. There's none of that. You're going to get hit just like a receiver, just like a running back, just like a tight end, just like like a football player. Okay? Or take their equipment off. Just put them niggas in helmets, and that's it. So can't nobody hit him. All they got to do is two-hand touch him. Boom. He down. But don't put a football equipment on this man if he's not going to play football. It's stupid. It's dumb. So.
Hey, I mean, it's funny, okay? So a few things about this, right? I watched the play that everybody was talking about, and to me, that 1-2 McDonald's two-step that he bro, this man did a skip to my Lou.
Yeah.
That man was out there at the family reunion two-stepping.
Doing electric slide.
And bake the whole defense. Like, I get it if people want to say that he fake slide. Hey, it's fine, whatever. But don't be surprised if a nigga hits you. That's all I got. Just like Mel said, bro. But the problem is, if I hit you, it's 15 yards. I don't care. I'm gonna take it. And like I said, with the Kenny Pickett thing, and when he was in college, I'm gonna hit him too. And I'm taking the penalty. And I'm going up to my coach. Yep, I hit that nigga. And I'm taking the penalty, bro. I don't care. Because if that's what you're gonna do, if that's the game you're gonna play, then that's the game I'm going to play. As a defender, I'm gonna hit your ass. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You feel me? Now, like I said, personally, I don't think he tried to fake slide. I just think Josh Allen did the 1-2 step and baked the whole defense. And now everybody trying to say he fake slid. But I don't have a problem with what you said though. Like, I don't have a problem with what you said at all. If you're gonna do that, understand the fucking risk. Because I'm gonna hit as a defender, I'm gonna fucking hit you.
I'm gonna take it a step further because Josh Allen is probably the best case scenario for this. Because Josh Allen likes to dip his shoulder and run defenders over, but then he wants to slide when he wants to. No.
Now I can see why you say that. I can see why you say that because we never seen Josh Allen necessarily juke anybody out or show the agility or the ability to do so.
Yeah, like he wants to dip his shoulder and then get up and bark at DBs and shit like that. But when it's a linebacker, he don't got that energy. So my thing is, how are you supposed to referee that? Or if I'm a defensive player, I don't even want to say defense back. If in my mind, I know that you are a physical runner, because that's what Josh Allen likes to think he is, then that's cool. I'm gonna treat you like a physical runner. I'm gonna lay these pads to you. But don't turn bitch and then slide. And then when you get hit, you want to jump up, put your hands in the air and look for the flag. That's not if you're a physical dude, you're a physical dude.
Justified. Like I said, absolutely justified, right? And I know, like I said, to me, I watched it. It didn't look like he was trying to fake slide, but I can understand why people say that because we've never seen an example of Josh Allen trying to juke anybody or use any kind of agility or cut moves to continue to play. So I can definitely understand. But it was just funny because it literally looked like he was out there doing the electric slide, the two-step, and got through the hole. But I swear to God, I screamed. But I completely 100% agree, bro. If you're gonna do that, be prepared for the consequences. And as defensive players, I'm not even gonna lie to you. They should start coming out like, yeah, I'm gonna take that fine every time. I'm gonna take that 15. I'm gonna take that fine because if y'all not gonna change the motherfucking rules, if y'all not gonna sit up here and claim to look out for the safety of players, right? Not just quarterbacks, but the safety of players, then I'm not gonna give a fuck about it. I'm gonna fire that nigga the fuck up.
And what you said is exactly what I was talking to my boy about. I was just like, look, the next collective bargaining agreement, when they have these sit down, they have these conversations, I'm like, somebody's got to be in there to talk for the defense. Somebody's got to be in there because every rule that was put in place was to put the defense at a total disadvantage. Mm-hmm. You can't touch the receivers. You can't hit the quarterback. You can't get physical at the line. You can't do anything. So at some point, somebody's got to sit in those meetings and be like, okay, cool. We got the scoring up, but because these defenders, what happens is they're losing money. Because if I hit you late and I get fined, I lose money.
Mm-hmm.
I could possibly lose my job if I do it too much. Kareem Jackson,
yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting me in a bad situation business-wise. Because I know the NFL is a business, but I'm a business as a person as well. Mm-hmm. When I'm on this team, I'm a business. Like, so somebody's got to sit down and have this conversation with the association and get this stuff under control.
Yeah, it reminds me of, God damn, what the fuck was his name? But he was a Steeler safety, played a few years back. But he literally said the same thing we're saying. Like, if y'all don't want me to hit these motherfuckers, bro, take their fucking pads off. Take their fucking pads off and give us some fucking flags and tell me exactly what I can and can't do on the field. Because if y'all gonna sit up here and keep taking money out of my pocket for shit that y'all are being vague on, it's not us. We're not coming up with the rules saying that, oh, well, as defenders, we should know. Y'all are doing that as the league. So y'all are sitting up here coming up with these new rules, but not giving us defenders an actual way or an out as to what we can do. Y'all just telling us a whole bunch of shit we can't fucking do. So unless y'all are willing to come out and be like, hey, yo, this is the new technique that we're implying, right, that we're making mandatory, whatever the fucking case may be, this is the new technique that we're telling defenders to practice in order to in order to make the game safer, whatever the fucking case may be. But if y'all not gonna come out and do that shit, then don't expect defenders to care about your goddamn rules, bro. They're going to start taking these fines. And
didn't the Rams lose Tyler Higbee because of bullshit? Like, if we were just playing football and he gets hit regularly, no, he never gets hit in his knee. He never tears his ACL. He never tears his ACL. But because of the rules of that in place, oh, he's a defensive receiver. He can't, as a receiver, this is a receiver talking, hit me up top. Please hit me up top. That's where all my pads are, stupid.
Oh my God. Say that again, please. Because for the people that don't understand, right? There's the people for the people that don't fucking understand. That's where all of the equipment is. Y'all gotta understand something. We don't have pads, hard plastic pads, shit that sound like this on the side of our fucking knees, dog. We don't have that in the front of our knees. We got a soft ass little ass pad in the front of our knees, but the side
nobody wears,
where the ACL, the PCL, the MCL, the LCL, where all the fucking important ass knee ligaments are, there's no pad. It's a little ass, thin ass, fucking tight ass cloth.
Yep.
So the fact that motherfuckers are telling people, because that's what's irritating me, y'all, telling people to specifically hit people right there, dog. That's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Hit these motherfuckers up top, dog, for real. Because y'all are sitting there talking about, oh, I'm just going to go at the ankles. Bro, there's no pad right there.
Zero.
There's nothing right there. That's literally hard plastic going to bone. Hard plastic going to ligaments. That's dangerous compared to hard plastic going to hard plastic, bro. Come on, now make it make sense.
Right. And I keep trying to think, like, the sound of these things, it sounds way worse than what it actually is. It sounds.
What y'all hear on TV is not what y'all hear on TV is nowhere near what is compared to on the field. I promise you.
So it's like you get hit, and then sometimes people gotta tell you, like, you got smoked, and you're like, I did. It look crazy. I'm like, man, it looked crazy.
Yeah,
but you didn't feel it.
One of them ones. Yep. Didn't feel not a damn thing. Didn't feel shit. You do a whole ass flip and land on your neck like Bijan Robinson did when he was at Texas and bounce up like, damn. First down? Oh, okay. What's the next play? Because you won't even feel it.
Nope. So, fix that goddamn rule. I hate it.
A wise man once told me, if you run at full speed, even if you make a mistake, oh well, you're still going full speed. So if you run at full speed and you just so happen to get hit, guess what? Hey, the other person got hit too because they run at full speed as well. There's a reason why they tell NASCAR drivers not to tense up before they get into an accident. If y'all both running full speed, relax and shit, and practice the proper technique that y'all have been taught since Pop One, guess what? Both y'all gonna be fine.
That's what I said. That's what I tell you. Like, if you ever notice, the people who are in car accidents, like when a drunk person and a regular person, like sober person, that are in car accidents, and they always wonder how the drunk person came out of the accident with nothing but maybe some scrapes. He was too drunk to tense his body.
Yep.
That's it.
It's a real thing. It's a real fact. Danica Patrick literally proved it. She literally proved it. She had a camera in her car. She spun out, hit the fucking wall. All you seen was her go like this. And then regain traction of the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Proof in the pudding, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. The shit, it works. But leave it up to the NFL to tell us, football players who have been playing this game for over 10 years, that we don't know what we're doing.
Exactly. Like, hey, this coming from a dude who has not suffered a major injury in over 30 years of football.
It's only coming from somebody who's only suffered one major injury. One surgery. Come on, bro.
One major injury in 10th grade. And I'm going to get Tuton. I'm clipping this up. You know, my man Tuton, he does, you know, the podcast with Takeo Spikes. We was in 10th grade, hit this, because he's the same size now as he was in high school. And I hit him and dislocated my hand, broke some fingers and ligaments and all types of silly shit because he's 6'5", 250 pounds in 10th grade playing tight end.
That makes a lot of sense. By the way, I don't classify broken hands and fingers or serious injuries. That's just me. I know a lot of people do.
Because I missed the whole damn season. That's
you feel me? And I know a lot of people do, but that's just me personally because I played with a broken hand. So But as a receiver, I understand why why my boy Mel had to miss the whole season for a broken
No,
goddamn.
I was the safety. Well, I was the free safety at the time.
Oh, okay, that makes even more sense then.
Yeah, so
that's why that collision happened. But moving on.
moving on. Let's get to if people, if y'all are following the Inside the Huddle TikTok. If you're not following the Inside the Huddle TikTok, I need you to go follow that ASAP. Get us popping over
right
there
now.
As well. Posted a video.
Right now.
Yet another video. I'm gonna do a collage. I told my wife this the other night. I'm gonna do a collage of all of the, let's say, suspicious things that have happened in big head media, opposed to things that we have said here on this show that ironically have popped up on their show. Things that we have, things that we have predicted in real time, and then it happened in real time. Like I went back and GQ was talking about in an alternate universe, let's say the 49ers trade Trey Lance to the Dallas Cowboys. And while we are on air, the 49ers traded Trey Lance to the Dallas Cowboys. So, it's kind of, I'm going to do a little montage. So basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is we are the best damn sports show here.
When we say we're not just trying to like juice ourselves up, we literally telling y'all facts.
Like the proof is in the pudding. Like people, because somebody was like, oh, that's just being cocky. I was like, no. It's not being cocky. What I'm trying to explain to y'all is we know what the hell we're talking. Okay, this is not, we don't do barbershop talk all the time. Our show is really analysis and breakdown. We're giving you sports talk for the people. Real, like with no agendas, no nothing.
Yeah.
This is just us talking.
It's not no clickbait of who's better or who's this or who's that or bringing up old ass conversations that don't really matter. Nah, we're gonna keep you updated on news, whatever's going on in the football world, whatever's going on in the NFL, CFL, UFL. Doesn't matter. Okay, this is a football show.
100%.
We bringing YouTube and everybody football, but we want everybody to know. We know.
I don't
think we know.
Right. I don't know if there's an intern that's sitting down like, oh, let's see what they're talking about today. And then they go on ESPN and they feed it to, because, it seems like, it's one particular show. Get up.
I didn't want to say
that. That seems like, they kind of follow everything that we do, and I'm not mad. Yo, Greeny, bring us on the show.
Hey, I was going to say, Greeny, I listen to you every day on the radio, gang. You might as well just
I've been with Greeny since Mike and Mike back in the day. Like,
you feel me? Like, come on now.
I have no problem coming on the show, man. Like, just bring us on. Show us some love. We here.
And I don't want to hear nothing about nothing with tattoos and stuff like that because y'all had Lil Wayne up there. So go ahead and bring me on the show, man. It's good. I don't need no makeup, man. You feel me? My skin is buttery soft as it is. You know what I mean? Just get my good side. It's good. You know what I mean? Get the side where the CSM is on. You feel me? So I can put it on for the college. You know what I'm saying? Go shout out College 17. But yes, we see y'all. Okay?
For those
we see PR. Okay? We know when y'all in the box or y'all in the live and we see the numbers going up, but y'all necessarily don't want to comment. It's okay, bro. I understand. Okay?
It's all good.
We see y'all. Okay? Because we love it.
I really do. Because for those who don't, for people who don't know what I'm talking about, so a couple weeks ago, we had a conversation about Mike Tomlin and everybody saying Mike Tomlin's message is getting stale. And I'm like, no, it's not that it's stale. It's just he doesn't have the athletes and he doesn't have the quarterback. And I had said if Kirk Cousins was the quarterback, they would have won 2 Super Bowls a couple years back when they had Ben Roethlisberger and was still winning. And fast forward to 2 days ago, they literally said everything that we said. Then
literally, like verbatim.
And then this is going to be the transition because Moolage wanted to talk about this. My brother RG3. I had said in the beginning of the season that, should the Cowboys not win a Super Bowl in the next 4 to 5 years, that they should really look into hiring Deion Sanders as their coach because it only makes sense. Prime time in Dallas, his, His house is in Texas. His family's out there. He coached high school out there. It makes sense. You got to have a star to coach the stars. And
That's why they brought in Jimmy
said,
Johnson.
And RG3 came out 2 days ago and said, "Hey, I think the Dallas Cowboys should make the call to Deion Sanders and have him be the next coach of the Dallas Cowboys."
Now, Mel, isn't it crazy how it's not just stuff that we talk about, right? Like, because I know a lot of people are going to sit there, oh, well, you guys talk about the news and everybody talk about the news and ESPN, blah, 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 all that stuff like that. I get that, right? I can understand that. I'll take that argument, right? I'll listen to that argument, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, everybody talks about sports, so you guys are probably going to end up talking about the same things at some point. I'll take that argument. I'll listen to it, right? But catchphrases, though? Like specific shit that we say on our show that y'all have never said at any point in time. And I'm an avid watcher of all of these sports programs, so I know that they don't say the shit that we be saying.
And what did you notice on the Big Head Media repeat that we do here on Inside the Huddle?
I heard somebody call Joy Taylor SpongeBob with titties, right?
Mm-hmm. What's the other one? What's the main one though? What's the main one?
I done heard Uncle Shay take my line, okay?
Let's get it.
If she ain't 210, I can't get it in.
Yo,
she got to be 270, 180, all the shit that I was saying, that I've been saying for years. I'm starting to hear a whole bunch of shit. Come on, Mel. Come on with it, Mel. I ain't even going to
Charger. Like,
that one was obvious. That one was obvious, dog. Nobody had been saying that. I promise you, nobody had been saying that at all, especially Big Head Media.
Nope.
And they really put that up on a goddamn display during the game. I said, "Wow, so y'all really watching us, bro? Y'all really watching us."
Which is cool, and I just I appreciate it. That just lets us know we're on the right path. That's all. We're on the right path. Speaking of,
I want my credit for Chargers going Charger, okay?
Yeah, give my man his chicken, man. Give my man his chicken. You deserve that. So let's keep it on RG3, and because this one is going to be very personal because I witnessed this whole thing. Jay Gruden sent out a tweet and said, "Hold on, let me get the tweet because I know I put it in the chat. Let me." Here we go. Jay Gruden said this: "If I ever put a quarterback through what Philly is putting Jalen Hurts through, I apologize. Pick up the blitz." And RG3 tweeted, "Say what?" Now, I am the resident Washington fan here. So I was watching all the games, and I lived in Maryland at the time. So I got all the games, watched. The reason why RG3 is doing color commentary and working for ESPN now is because Jay Gruden cut his career super duper short. Super duper short. And the amount of hits that put like this, Michael Vick, well, we'll say Randall Cunningham walked so Michael Vick could run, so RG3 could sprint, so that Lamar Jackson can do whatever the fuck Lamar Jackson do.
Yep, basically. That's where I was going with that too.
But yeah, RG3 was getting his ass blasted on, and some of it was his fault. He did not know how to slide. I don't understand why it was so hard for him to get on the ground. They had to bring in a baseball expert to teach him how to slide, and that still didn't work. But
never had to do it in college. That's why.
Right. Because what happens is this is what happens. This goes back to the original situation that we were talking about. When a quarterback leaves the pocket, he becomes a football player. When you take the mentality of a football player out of a football player, you get injuries.
Mm-hmm.
If RG3 never has to worry about sliding and getting hit and just does what RG3 does, he doesn't get hurt. Michael Vick didn't get hurt running the ball. Randall Cunningham didn't get hurt running the ball. What they do, all right, is when you take the football out of a football player is when dudes get their ass hurt. As a receiver, I knew if I was going across the middle and I put my hands up, I was going to get hit. But I was able to brace myself, go up, make the catch, come down, whatever it may be. But when you're telling wide receivers, oh, well, you don't have to worry about that no more, but then they go up for it and a DB light their ass up, guess who gets hurt?
A DB like me, because I'm the type of person who don't care about penalties. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to hit you.
Like, football is a violent sport. But I'm going off on a tangent. That's my fault. Mulich attacked this RG3 shit.
All right, so look, check this out. First of all, Jay Gruden, you are a coward, okay? And I'm only saying this and directing you directly, personally, because I know you be on social media, and this clip will be posted on Twitter, so you can go ahead and use your Twitter fingers to respond to this. But you are a coward, bro. You are a fucking coward because you literally said out your goddamn, like you literally tweeted that. You took the time to not only type all them goddamn buttons on your motherfucking touchscreen phone, but hit send.
The hit send part is crazy.
The hit send part is wild, bro. That's the cool part about, like, you hit send, my nigga. Like, I know you reread it, and you hit send to send that motherfucker into the world, as if you really thought that you put RG3 in the best position to win every single goddamn week. Bro, it is no secret that you are one of the worst fucking coaches to touch a goddamn football field. Like, literally. And it's called, the cool part about it is this is the kicker, right? Because a lot of people don't fucking remember this shit. It's the goddamn kicker. How many of the most prominent offensive minds did he have on that staff?
For people who don't know, I will let you know. Sean McVay was when they was going to fire Jay Gruden, I wanted Sean McVay to be the coach of Washington. They didn't want to do that. Matt LaFleur. Kyle Shanahan.
Yep, there we go.
There was two defensive guys. I can't remember who the defensive coaches were.
There were two defensive guys too, right? And I think one was
hold on.
I think one was London Fletcher, right?
I'm gonna get it.
Everybody was talking about him a lot, but it's crazy, bro, because you had literally three, because all three of those guys that he just named are at the top of their game as far as offensive play calling, right? Matt LaFleur, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, right? Matt LaFleur, he's been to the he's been to the NFC Championship, been to the playoffs. He just fucking upset the Dallas Cowboys with the youngest team in the league, right? Sean McVay, Super Bowl fucking champion, right? Been to the Super Bowl multiple times. Kyle Shanahan, been to the Super Bowl multiple times, right? So Jay Gruden had all of these prominent play callers with RG3, with Santana Moss, with a pretty solid O-line, yeah, right? With Alfred Morris, right? Like that, pretty fucking underratedly stacked. And with the young RG3, and y'all couldn't do, you couldn't get over a 500 head coaching record? That's wild, right? And you're going to the lengths as if RG.
It was Jim Haslett. Jim Haslett was the defensive coordinator.
Thank you. But and it's like you're going to the lengths to say, or to try to make it seem like RG is saying something wrong or he's lying about something, right? But aren't you the same person that told him to essentially go throw his teammates under the bus in order to light a fire under them?
Yep. And
when he did that, you then threw him under the bus along with other teammates that you made him throw everybody or throw under the bus, and essentially didn't back him, went out to the media and destroyed him for doing so. Didn't tell them that was your idea, but then went in front of the team, made him apologize in front of the team for doing so, even though it was you who made him do so, and you didn't say anything about it.
Nope, not a
That's
thing.
That's a young quarterback as well, right? Like your young quarterback who you're supposed to be backing and rallying behind and letting him know that you got his back and helping put him in places to succeed. But you so loud on fucking Twitter when you don't even got a goddamn head coaching job right now. That's how bad you did, bro. That's how bad you were.
Horrible.
You don't have a head coaching job. I don't even think you have a fucking coaching job right now, dog. But you don't have a head coaching job. Robert Griffin III gets paid to talk about football, and you are sitting on your motherfucking couch wishing you were just halfway like your goddamn brother, bro. Because even though he was damn near exiled from the fucking league, they want him back. They want him back.
I would take him
Motherfuckers
back.
want to hire him again. But you did so bad, bro. You had no scandals, dog. Nothing. Your name was virtually scot-free. You just sucked so fucking bad, bro. Nobody wants to touch you.
Right.
RG3 got another job before you got a job, bro. So I don't want to hear shit about you being on Twitter talking about, oh, RG, do you really want to play this game? Yes, Jay Gruden, let's play this game. Let's please play this game. Please let's play this goddamn game.
You don't want it. You don't want that smoke. You're gonna lose that.
Talking about go race a pigeon. Like, first of all, he raced a goddamn hawk. So learn your animals, you dumbass. That's probably why you ain't got no.
That right there is why you're not a head coach.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I really need people to don't be getting online pump faking like you just was all of that. Like, the only reason why everybody knows the Gruden name is because of your brother. If your brother never existed, I promise you, nobody would know you, Jay Gruden. So please don't do this.
And
sit your ass on the couch and watch football.
When the Bengals was getting their ass whooped and you was the offensive coordinator, we gonna forget about that? No, no, we not.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
We're not gonna forget about that.
Okay. What about when he was supposed to be the most another one of those innovative play calls, and his offense ended up being one of the worst in the league?
You weren't the best play caller on Washington, and you were the head coach. You had Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay there.
That's crazy.
And Matt LaFleur.
Before you, that's wild, right? And they all reached a Super Bowl or an NFC championship game or a championship game before you got another fucking job. Make that make sense.
So, moving on, because I could go on Jay Gruden's goofy ass for the next 5 hours.
Yeah, I can roast him for years, but like we got better things to address.
We got better things to do. Let's get to last weekend, and 2 stars were born. I wish I could play the Jay-Z song, but then we'll get copywritten and take it down. Can't do. But
yeah,
let's start with CJ Stroud. Let's start with CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroudinson.
Because, like I said, he continues to impress me. I did not expect this from an Ohio State quarterback. I will continue to say it, and I will continue to give him his praise because I was shitting on Ohio State quarterbacks very loudly and continuously. So,
I mean, rightfully so, though.
So I feel, if your, displeasure is loud, the praise must be louder. And this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep giving it to him as much as I possibly can. Not to mention, D'Amico Ryans has that defense playing out of their mind. And I'll get to later on what I think is going to happen this weekend against the Baltimore Ravens. But CJ Stroud is a franchise quarterback. And he's proven it early. I know people, it's only his first year. Let's see what happens next year. I don't need to wait till next year. The things that he has shown, the poise in the pocket, the ability to break down defenses, the mobility, the accuracy, the leadership, all of the things that you want out of a franchise quarterback, that kid possesses it. And the Texans, they hit it. They hit it on the head.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, bro,
yes, Michigan men hate everything Ohio State, 100%. But honestly, I give respect to respect is due. But it's only right that he's throwing to a Michigan wide receiver and Nico Collins. I'm just saying. I
was gonna say, there's that. Like, he is throwing to a Michigan.
Maybe he's only good because he's throwing to a Michigan wide receiver.
Who knows? Not gonna sit up here and speculate anything, but I think the biggest thing about CJ is the fact that everybody was knocking him based off a pre-draft test or whatever the fucking cognitive test, right? And everybody wanted to write him off.
Wonderland.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to write him off, and everybody wanted to say he was this and that, and even prior to that, right? everybody's saying that Bryce Young was going to be this and Bryce Young is going to be that. I'm not knocking Bryce Young's ability. I'm not saying Bryce Young is not going to be good in this league. But everybody was saying that the better of the two, right, even though they're best friends, so comparing them was kind of weird. But the better of the two was Bryce Young because he's not scared to – yeah, true. But Bryce Young's not scared to use his legs, and he's more of an improviser and all of this other extra stuff, right? C.J. Stroud literally showed you that all season. Minus the games he was hurt, of course, but he literally showed you everything that everybody had to knock against him coming into the draft. He literally showed you that
about the Wonderlic test. He said, "I don't care about." He said, "I'm not a test taker. I'm a football player."
I'm not a test taker. I'm a football player.
Like,
I'm sorry. I'm not a test taker. I don't fucking play. I don't take tests, but I play football.
The test don't look. I get it that it does provide some aptitude on what to expect, but it shouldn't be a gauge on how you judge this football player, because there's a lot of football players that scored high and couldn't play on Sunday.
Can play a league.
Bryce Young was a victim. Someone say Bryce Young. Well, this is the problem, and I think we talked about this before, and I guess we're going to probably have to talk about it again at some point about my proposal to the NFL that the worst teams in the NFL should not get high draft picks. I think the teams that just missed the playoffs should be the ones picking at the top of the draft, because those are the teams that are one player away. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if the Vikings had a chance to move on from Kirk Cousins and draft Bryce Young with, Jettas and the guys that they have in that locker room. That would fit a young quarterback a little bit better. Imagine if the Steelers had Bryce Young instead of Kenny Pickett.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got, imagine, like, there are just things that would make the NFL all the way around feel better, and the growth of the league will go faster, in my opinion, if we just gave those teams who are one player away a chance to get that one player.
Yeah, and we do understand that there are anomalies, right? Like the C.J. Stroud and D'Amico Ryan situation, right? Like it's different that a first-year head coach and a rookie quarterback can take a team that did that bad the year prior to a playoff berth.
Right.
So, like, we understand it can happen, but the odds of it happening, especially with a team like Carolina, is it's slim to none. Like, I don't know what D'Amico did, but hey. And I don't think everybody got that recipe. So,
nope, because he's just a good coach.
Literally,
It's really not that.
I think Bryce just went to a bad situation.
It's a bad situation from the beginning. Like,
yeah, like it just wasn't a good spot for him to be.
Right. It's just bad. Let's get to a guy who we on this show. We support him. We supported him since the beginning. If you watch the TikTok videos, we got the songs for it.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, my brother thing. No, it's not. See, bad teams would use free agency, not the draft. I don't think bad teams. Oh no! See, this is my brother. See. I'm gonna get. See, this is what. Don't
we gonna get to my man Shaker Mayfield, man.
We're gonna get the shake and bake in a minute. We're gonna get the shake and bake in a minute. No, I think bad teams should utilize free agency. The guys that teams want to move on from, that they don't want to pay big contracts to, that's where those guys can go, in my opinion.
And also, like, utilize the draft, but smartly.
But
don't just go and take.
They don't have to put money into
go and take a fucking quarterback because you feel like you need a goddamn quarterback. Like, get an O-line first, get running backs first, get weapons first, get a defense first. Like, help him succeed before he even fucking gets there.
Right. So, Jordan Love is who we're talking about. Jordan Love got to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. Everybody counted him out, said that, they should move on from Jordan Love. He's not the future. Without him even playing a game.
I didn't play the snap.
Everybody said, oh, well, he doesn't look good. He didn't look like an NFL quarterback. I was like, well, you can't judge anybody after 3 or 4 games. Like it doesn't. He has to play the game to catch up to everyone else because he hasn't been playing. Jordan Love played like a top 10 quarterback this year because he's a top 10 quarterback.
Ain't that the truth?
We said this last week that with the exact same team from last year, Aaron Rodgers could not get this team into the playoffs. But Jordan Love could.
Aaron Rodgers didn't have nothing to do with this team, if I remember.
Nothing to do with it. And I say it's the same team, but it wasn't the same team because Jordan Love had to deal with a lot of injuries to those wide receivers. A lot of injuries to that defense. Like Jair didn't play a lot this year. I don't think people, because I know a lot of y'all don't watch football. Y'all just look at box scores, so you don't know who's playing and who's not playing. But Jair didn't play a lot this year.
Sure didn't.
And I think he's hurt again. I think he's hurt again now.
When he rolled his ankle the day before the goddamn playoff game against the Cowboys, and still went out there and strapped up CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. So to see Green Bay move on from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to now Jordan Love that's a testament to what we, at least what I always say is, don't thrust young quarterbacks into situations if you don't have to. Allow them to grow and mature into the position. Because what it looks like now, Jordan Love is going to be the Packers quarterback for the next 12 years.
He's the future. And that team is the youngest team in the league.
And the team is young. It's young. And the best thing about all of this is that, because he did sit for his first 3 years, when his contract comes up, you don't have to pay him all crazy amount of money. You can be like, look, we'll negotiate the contract. We can pay you decent money so that we can retain the Christian Watsons, the young kid Reed, number 11.
Yep.
Dontavius Wicks and all of these. That receiving core is very, very talented. It's very good.
Very scary, and they're all young.
And I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to my 49er pick when we get there, because this is not gonna be what people think it is.
I've been trying to tell people all week, man.
Like there should be a sense of fear that sits in your soul about this game.
Just a little bit. Just
a little bit. I'm not saying a lot. Just enough. You should be very cautious.
Yeah, we're not saying it's you feel me? It's automatic upset. We just saying, hey, y'all might want to keep your eyes peeled to the TV the whole game. Like, I don't think y'all gonna want to miss even a minute of this game.
Because if you watch, he's on crack. You crazy. You gotta look. Dallas defense was sending blitz. Jordan Love was reading their mail. He knew what was coming before it got there. And when a quarterback is doing that, that's it. He on a different level right now. So we're gonna see. It's not gonna be easy.
We want to know what's funny about this whole thing, right? And I had to break this down for the homie because he was a Cowboys fan, but he was confused about what was going on. I had to break it down for him. I said, bro, y'all got to understand something, okay? First of all, Mike McCarthy can't coach against anybody who's offensive minded, like true offensive minded. He can't coach against somebody like that, right? And here's another thing, right? Here's the kicker, because neither can Dan Quinn. Everybody expects Dan Quinn to get another job, and he probably will, right? But time and time again, we've seen him crumble coaching against offensive powerhouse or offensive mind. It's just what it is. Dan Campbell can't. Or Dan Quinn. He literally panics. Like, I don't know what it is. Butthole gets tight. Whatever the case may be. Right. But
Greenlaw gonna have to catch one of them guys first.
Here's the thing about the Packers and the Cowboys. Right. About that game specifically. Right. The Cowboys and Dan Quinn thought that they were just going to be able to line up in a basic ass cover 2 and send blitzes. Right. Send Micah Parsons. Send DeMarcus Lawrence. Send all of these guys. Right. And they thought that they were just going to be able to do that all game. And we got Stephon Diggs, we got Duron Bland, we got Gilly. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gilly. We got all of these guys. You feel me? So we can just sit back and cover 2, blitz him because he's a young quarterback.
Hold on, Let's freeze it. We have incoming.
Uh-oh.
Surprise!
Hey, there he is!
Michael B is in the building.
What's up?
They think, how you doing, man?
You know, I'm out here. I had two specials by myself this week, so I know a little something about football. I'm just trying to follow y'all lead on the football thing.
We here. You can always add your 2 cents. We appreciate it.
Always
All
need
right,
your
so
expert
We like
opinion.
look.
You know
We
what I
are
mean?
like bums on the New York train station. We take your 2 cents.
Oh,
Feel me?
wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Oh, yes, sir.
So what y'all talking about? Let me know.
We just recapping. Well, we're not recapping. We're just going. Well, Mullers was just going over. We were just saying that 2 stars were born in Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud in these playoffs, and Mullers was going in on what happened with the Cowboys and against Jordan Love.
Oh man, see, look, Moolish, keep on going because you know I had a whole 30 minutes to dissect that damn loss. But move on.
Where you go?
But
There you go.
no, I'm right here. But to basically finish it up, right? It was Dan Quinn and everybody else that they took it easy. They were like, okay, we're just gonna line up in this basic cover 2, right? And we're gonna send these few blitzes, and we're gonna get out of here with a win. No, you're not, because Matt LaFleur, he literally practiced all
Purdy
fucking
is
week.
in that. Purdy is in that group too. Yes, he is. But
True. Also true.
We talking about
yet.
We talking about C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love right now.
Yep. And Matt LaFleur literally out-coached. Like, if y'all want to see a definition of somebody being out-coached, he out-coached 2 coaches at the same damn time. 2 of them at the same fucking time. Because he literally said, this is what they're going to do. And when they do it, we're going to be ready for it. And there's nothing that they can do to stop us. I promise you that. And it worked to a T. Every single goddamn time.
But people, remember we talked about good coaching and bad coaching, right, Mulich?
Yep.
And this is why what happened. Now, this is going to be my tangent, so just hold on to it. When they said how Jim Harbaugh was stealing signs, remember we said if you're a coach, you don't use the same signs or the same plays the next week because you assume that people are watching what you do?
I was there for it.
You know what beat the Cowboys? Watching tape and thinking that what they saw was going to happen. Gilly was undercutting routes that weren't there.
Or trying to, at least. He was literally trying to undercut routes because he thought, hey, they're going to stay short. They're going to, no. Y'all don't understand how innovative a play caller Matt LaFleur is.
See, what people have to understand, play calling, when you're a defense player or you're an offensive player, you don't really care about formations too much. At least you shouldn't care about the formation. You should care what happens body language wise and understand route concepts. If there are
alignment
3 people to your
and
side,
assignment.
If there are 3 receivers to your side, you always have to assume whoever's in the middle is the lead guy. So all of those routes are based off of him. Somebody's going in, somebody's going out, somebody's going deep. Like
literally, that's how it happens all the time.
Right. And when you're a defensive back, you're looking at receivers' body language, their footwork. You look at the person. I don't care about what formation they're in because the formation is there to fool you. Because I could run the same formation and run 1,000 things out of it.
Yep. That's what it's called. That's why it's called a formation.
Like, I don't care about the formation. You got to read the person.
He's spitting.
And the Cowboys got too caught up in formations. Oh, well, last week when they ran this formation, they did this. And the fucking Packers did something totally different.
I'll always bring up this story because it always matters, bro. We always see it every single fucking year. You can literally sit up there and do and run a whole bunch of extra stuff out of this formation one week, but then completely change the fucking game plan the next week and have every single fucking body confused and wonder what the hell is going on. ARC, CSM, circa 2015, okay? I was saying every single goddamn time. CSM, they came out there, they thought it was sweet because they banged them boys out 79-8. The next fucking year, they beat them boy ass, okay? It's not sweet.
Paint Peyton was yelling Omaha just at some point. He was just yelling Omaha just to yell it.
Just to yell it.
Just because everybody got used to it being an audible, so he was like, all right, well, fuck it. That's what y'all want to do. Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
We run the exact. We ain't changed nothing. It just y'all think we did. So here we go.
Yeah, ain't shit changed. It's just y'all think that the play has changed, right?
Bruh.
It's literally just like going on 2 or going on 3 or like when somebody gives the defense a hard count.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Exact same thing.
I mean, I already went on this whole spiel about Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers had a bad relationship or whatever, and Aaron Rodgers basically didn't want to play for him and things of that nature. And I was like, so in this situation, I felt like the Super Bowl the first time, I felt like Aaron Rodgers won in spite of Mike McCarthy. And this time around, Matt LaFleur didn't win in spite of Aaron Rodgers. And now Aaron Rodgers is gone and Jordan Love is taking over. Jordan Love is actually listening to coaching. They did the same thing over and over and over and over again. Send one receiver streaking, let the DB commit over the top, and send the tight end on a slant up the middle. Every single play, and you don't change. And then when you do change, you put a nickel in there, and Aaron Jones is running over your nickel safety. Like, this is ridiculous.
Look,
What exactly did y'all think was going to happen? What happened exactly? What happened exactly? What I thought was going to happen for the rest of the game when I seen it the first, I said, "Oh, they're gonna keep doing that over and over again."
Like I keep trying, like I tell people, as much as we gotta get Wayne back on the goddamn show because Wayne hate running backs, and this is why I keep trying to explain to people. The reason why Jordan Love was able to control that game and control that daggone defense for the Cowboys. Aaron Jones had 100 yards rushing. I don't know if everybody knows that when it happened. He had over 100 yards rushing.
And 3 touchdowns.
So when you can play fake and shift the entire defense and go back the other way, like when the tight end, was it, who the hell was it? Was it your boy? What's the name? The tight end that you like?
Musgrave.
I was gonna say Musgrave.
Not the other one.
God, dog.
Oh, wait. God damn it.
I can't think of his name.
Oh,
Kraft.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Kraft. That's it.
Kraft.
Tucker Kraft. That is my boy.
Like when he's wide open. Like there's nobody within 30 yards of him. But that's the power of the run game. That's the power of it. That's why you need it.
What threw me for a loop is it's not that the Packers didn't dunk their way to a victory.
Oh no.
They threw the ball.
They challenged those all-pro. Put like this. I think they said something like the Packers didn't have no all-pros on their team, and the Dallas defense had 7. And he cooked that entire defense.
Hey, they had NFL leading interception, or the NFL reception or interception leader on that defense, and a former defensive player of the year at corner, and somebody named Romeo Dobbs, who everybody tried to write off, was out there cooking.
Romeo came up big.
So
he was cooking. He had Gilly on skates
all day.
Gilly was on skates, and it is what it is. Like, you know, but this is. I knew this was going to happen because I said it. The Cowboys. The second everybody falls in love with the Cowboys, they go do something goofy, and this is what happens. And the Cowboys can't beat the Packers in the playoffs.
Lil Wayne came on undisputed. I was watching the clip, and Skip said he had his confidence level in the Cowboys was like an 8. And Lil Wayne said, my confidence level in the Packers is going to 10. We're going to win this game. We're going to blow y'all out. And it was literally a blowout up until they put the secondary in. And he gave his reasons.
Wayne
well, I mean, because it was true. Well, because it was true.
He was watching our show.
It was apparent the whole fucking week, bro. And I literally tried to tell people why it was going to happen, and nobody wanted to believe me, all that stuff like that. The reason why I knew
it wasn't just a good day, dog. Like
no,
blitzes. He was calling out. Like he knew where they were.
No. Let's really talk about it, gang, because when you really go back and watch the film, Jordan Love was literally out there making Aaron Rodgers like throws off the back feet, unbalanced, getting open, spreading the pocket, like extending the pocket, using great footwork, using great pocket presence, like avoiding sacks. That man did just have a good day. That man was out there dissecting. Specifically last week. He was out there dissecting. He was
cooking last week. He was cooking.
Bro, he was playing like he knew everything that was going to happen. And y'all want to know why?
Because he did.
On the touchdown to Romeo Doubs, he literally checked into that. He checked. It was literally, and I'm going to get to Baker because Baker did the exact same thing on the touchdown to Chris Godwin. When your quarterback can read your mail, you are fucked. You're fucked. What is he saying? Look, I'm not saying it's not, but we're gonna find out on Sunday. When they play Saturday, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. It's not gonna be easy, man. It's not gonna be easy.
Absolutely not.
Like, that's what everybody keeps saying, oh, the 49ers are gonna blow them out. I'm like, it's not gonna be like that.
No.
It's really not. This may come down to who got the ball last.
I'm telling you, the Cowboys should consider blowing it up because they haven't had a true rebuild.
Hold on. That's the next. That is. Look, see, you came in at the right time. That's the next topic. That's the next segment that we're gonna get to. Literally, that's the next topic. I'm waiting for Mooley to get his ass back in. Matter of fact, we'll get to it. So, like, I was gonna get to it. Like, what should Philly and Dallas do next? You're on the same train that I am on. Hold on. Mueller, he must have just got to the house.
You switching over?
Yeah. I said.
There you go.
There you go. I say, kind of like what you said, I think Dallas should live. When I say blow it up, I'm saying blow it up. Get as many draft picks as you can for CeeDee Lamb. Get as many draft picks as you can for Michael Parsons. For Trayvon
he's supposed to come to us anyway.
Trayvon Diggs, everything. Strip it down. Bring a new GM. Bring a new head coach. Let them pick everything.
I just think they need a new coach. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, actually, no. Let me check that.
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
I don't think they just need a new coach. I think they need a new coach. They need a new GM.
Mm-hmm. That's what Mel said.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, because it's true, bro. They ain't gonna win. They're not gonna win another championship with Jerry Jones running GM in that team, bro. It's not gonna happen.
It's what I said before. Okay, and tell me if I'm wrong, you guys. Just tell me if I'm wrong. I said what Get Up stole from us when I was talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers and teams having a blueprint and not effing up the blueprint. The 49ers are still running the exact same type of offense, just updated West Coast offense that they ran in the 80s that won them all the Super Bowl. It's West Coast
offense. It's quite literally Bill Walsh's offense. Like I don't know if
Mike Shanahan learned.
It's Bill Walsh's offense.
Under Bill Walsh. It's the same shit.
I was gonna say because Mike learned under Bill and Kyle learned under Mike, bro. So it's Bill Walsh's offense, dog.
And the Cowboys should have the same game plan because they have the same pieces. Troy Aikman.
What did I say last year?
That Troy Aikman was not an elite quarterback. I don't.
Boy,
I need people to understand he was never an elite quarterback. He was a good quarterback with elite talent around him. That's why that team was able to win. Same thing.
Now, see, when I say that, why everybody be getting at me like I just said something crazy? But when I say that Troy was carried by a good O-line and not even a good O-line, great O-line and a legendary running back, everybody want to sit up here and look like a
legendary receiver. I'd be arguing people down in these Facebook groups. They were like, Troy Aikman is a top 10 quarterback of all time. I'm like, no, he's not. You stop the cap.
Accomplishment. If we're gonna talk accomplishment wise, of course, 3 Super Bowls is 3 Super Bowls. You can't take that away from him. But the team was built on a running game with Emmitt Smith, with the fullback, with that offensive line. What was that? That was Zeke with that offensive line. They had Michael Irvin. You got CeeDee Lamb, Des Bryant. You had the other guys to the other side, the Alvin Harper, Brandon Cooks, Gallup. You had Jay Novacek. You got Dalton Schultz. Now Ferguson. The team is
So
built.
you ain't got Schultz no more.
With the defense, I'm just saying.
That's a good breakdown.
I'm just calling the names.
No, I mean he's right though. He's absolutely right though. He's absolutely right.
You're on point.
And the problem is, the Cowboys never told Troy Aikman, go win us the game. No, they said the offensive line and the running game is going to lead us. And when we need you to make a throw to Michael Irvin or to Alvin Harper or to Jay Novacek, can you do it? Yes, he can. The problem with the Cowboys these days, the same thing with Terry Bradshaw. The problem with the Cowboys these days is they're telling Dak Prescott to throw the ball 60 times.
Like I've been saying for years. I've literally been saying this for years. I've been saying it for years. It's the proof is literally in the guy. I know we've been using this all day, but the proof is in the fucking pudding, bro. The Cowboys win literally
they run more than they throw.
90% of their games when they run the ball more than they pass. That was supposed to be a Kellen Moore fucking Kellen Moore problem. You got rid of Kellen Moore, so what? Obviously, what do? You run the fucking ball. You don't give away Zeke to the goddamn Patriots, who actually had a pretty solid season this year, right?
It's crazy that you say that because the same people that were saying get rid of Zeke were the same people that said, well, if Bill Belichick comes to the Cowboys, they could bring Zeke back and get the running game going.
Or bring Ramondre Stevenson because he's a better running back. So the point of the matter is
never got rid of Zeke in the first place?
To have a bigger running back to grind out those tough yards so Tony Pollard doesn't have to do it because you guys are scared he's going to get hurt because he's not a quote-unquote big enough back to take those hits every single down. It's crazy because I've literally been saying that for a year. I'm not trying to sit up here and take anything away from Tony Pollard's ability.
We had this conversation on the pod where I keep trying.
The proof is in the pudding.
Everybody going to this two-back system. There's always been a two-back system, dummies.
Always.
I don't understand. I don't know. The Giants back in the day when they had Otis Anderson and Rodney Hampton. Then when Otis Anderson left, he had Rodney Hampton and Dave Meggett. When you had Buffalo Bills, you had Thurman Thomas and Davis. I can't remember his first name. I can't remember his name. Even with the Cowboys, you had Emmitt Smith and I should have didn't see. My brain is working now. So every team.
How about some smash and dash from Tennessee in the early 2000s with Lindell White and CJ2K? It's the same thing.
When you had Kansas City, when you had Chris Nicoya, you had Barry Word, you had Harvey Williams with the daggone with the 49ers, you had Roger Craig, you had Ricky Waters for a little bit. Like
Ricky Waters.
You had
OJ Simpson for a little bit.
There was always a two-back system. Always. It's never. Even when they tried to call it thunder and lightning, when you had Brandon Jacobs and Tiki Barber.
Oh yeah. That change of pace back, like the two-back system with the change of pace.
It's supposed to, because when you have the big back that's bruising and beating on you, like then you bring in the little guy, he seems faster because he when the Steelers won their Super Bowl, Jerome Bettis would wear you out, and they bring in Willie Parker, and this motherfucker he looked like he was faster than lightning. So this is not nothing new. We're not reinventing the wheel here with this two-back system.
Yeah, two-back system in high school.
It's just how you use the two-back system. Oh, well, Ezekiel Elliott was only averaging 4 yards a carry. That's all I need him to get. Like, I don't need him because if he runs the ball 3 times, do I not get a first down?
I want to address this comment because there is enough carries to go around, right? You can literally have Zeke grind out all the short yardage, all the red zone yardage, and use Tony Pollard for spacing, for passing, for even short down situations where you want to spread the field and have him pass out. Like there's enough touches for both of these guys to go around. Like even in Detroit, you got Barry Sanders. Yeah, like and even now you got Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Like a two-back system has always been a thing, but it's how you use that two-back system. And Dallas, they used it great for a while, and then they go away from it. Like it was inconsistent. And that's the reason why
Zeke wasn't happy because ultimately had to leave. Because when you have a two-back system, there has to be a lead dog.
Yep.
They tried to make Tony Pollard the lead dog, and he's not the lead dog.
And he's not the lead dog. And on top of that, the reason why Zeke ultimately wasn't happy is because he understands, just like a lot of players understand, right, that he wasn't the same kind of player. So he understood that I'm gonna have to unfortunately forfeit some
No,
fucking carries to this new kid,
no.
right?
It wasn't.
But
It wasn't that.
but
And at least in my opinion, I think this is what people have to. I think the NFL has gotten so. Oh, he has to make a big play. Ezekiel Elliott, and if you ever, especially when he first came into the league, Ezekiel Elliott didn't break long runs into the third and fourth quarter.
Facts.
He had to
he did the same
grind
thing
you
in the
out.
Ohio State Alabama game.
Right, he had to grind you out. Like those 3 and 4 yard carries in the first and second quarter turned to 10 and 12 yard carries, 20-yard carries. Then he breaks the long one because he wears you out. That's what that type of running back does. A guy like Tony Pollard doesn't wear a defense out.
That's just the type of offense that, you know, that's just the type of offense a lot of football coaches go with, right? We're gonna run the ball, we're gonna run the ball, and when you're fucking dog ass tired to the point where
until
people
realize.
That's true.
No, but until they realize, because what's the first thing that they tell you when they get to the playoffs? Oh, you gotta be able to run the ball in the playoffs. So clearly, the running game is important.
Yep.
Like, come on,
you got it. And it's always been important. That's the reason why me and Mel are always so vocal about running backs and how they're used, because it's always been important.
It does work for Tennessee. I watched Tennessee erase a 28-point deficit running the ball with Derrick Henry. The problem was they just didn't have the defense and the receivers to match it. That was their problem. Like that's not the Dallas Cowboys' problem. The Dallas Cowboys have the wide receivers on the outside. They have the defense to go with that. They just choose not to run the ball.
It's literally football 101. Everybody's done
it. They're trying to justify paying Dak Prescott $40 million. And you justify a quarterback's salary by winning Super Bowls, not by stats. Like Tom Brady is justified because he won. Peyton Manning is justified because he won. Tom Brady never led the league in passing. He was never that guy.
I think only 1 year he did that. Literally 1 year.
Is that the 17-0 season?
No,
and
actually,
and I think he only led the league in touchdown passes that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he only led the league in touchdown passes that year. He led the league in passing, I think, 2 years after that.
Right, like Tom Brady was never statistically a top 5 quarterback, top 10 quarterback statistically. Because he understood, if I got to turn around and hand this fucking ball off, same thing with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, if you put 9 people in the box, he's gonna throw the ball. But if he noticed that you dropping out, he would turn around, look at Edgerrin James or Marshall Faulk, whoever it was, take off, man.
Shout out to Marshall, because Kurt Warner did the same thing. That's what made him so crazy on Greatest Show on Turf, is that they had Marshall Faulk back there running the ball. That was the difference.
Yeah, like you justify your quarterback's salary by winning Super Bowls. That's it. Not stats. I don't care about your stats. But everybody wants to, he threw for 5,000 yards. How many games did they win? I mean, they only won 9 games, but you know. Did they go to the playoffs?
It sounds a lot Jameis Winston-ish.
Right. Like
that's very true.
Let's justify our team by winning championships. And this notion that the Cowboys have this tradition of winning championships, can we stop that?
Yeah, they haven't won since 95, bro. Everybody got to relax.
Can we stop that? There's been 2 decades going by, and we have not seen a Dallas Cowboy championship.
Like, let's keep it a beam, bro. The Raiders.
Like, if you're 20 years old, you've never seen the Cowboys win a championship.
Mm-hmm. The Raiders have been to a Super Bowl in my lifetime they both been to a Super Bowl in my lifetime, but I've actually seen and got to watch the Raiders in the Super Bowl before the Cowboys. So like, everybody should take that into consideration.
All right. So let's not. We're overblowing this tradition.
I don't think people understand the magnitude. Like, if you were born after 9/11, you haven't seen it, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Okay. First of all, you are a 49er fan. Go sit down. Don't defend the Cowboys. Go sit down.
Boo, Niners, boo.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we won't talk about how many hands the 49ers had to grease to get these Super Bowls.
Oh, that's low.
I'm just saying.
That's even low for you, Mel.
I know. It's my brother, so I got you.
He said, I am sitting down. I hate it.
Right. I just want people to. My brother is an EMT, so he is sitting down, and this is why if it takes like 8 minutes or too long to get to you because you sick, because he's on watching Inside the
Oh wow.
We got it. We got him occupied right now. It's okay, guys. But
So I
he'll get there.
appreciate
Don't worry about it. He'll get
He
there.
gonna get there, but I appreciate it. Same thing with the Eagles. I think the Eagles are in a place where they're not as bad as the Cowboys in the sense of they need to blow it all the way up. They really need to get a real head coach, number one, and decide what that team is supposed to be. If you're going to be a running team, then build it to be a running team.
You don't want an offensive coordinator to run your team no more?
I said a real coach. I said a real coach. I don't care if it's
I think that
I'm just talking about Sirianni.
Yeah, I just said a real coach. That's what I'm saying. Like he's
I
not
think
a
it
real
has
coach.
more to do. Well, I think it has more to do than that, right? Like, first of all, you lose your offensive coordinator, right? So obviously your offense is going to look different. And as we've seen from the Colts, their offense looked tremendously better, as we all know, right? Then you lose your defensive coordinator, right? Exactly. Boom. Look at that, right? And then you lose your defensive coordinator, right? So you lose two of the essentially the top coordinators that helped your team get to the Super Bowl prior year, right? But the thing with the Eagles is last year, right? They were winning games handily, right? This year, can nobody point to me other than maybe one of a game where you sat back and watched like, damn, these niggas got it. I can turn this game off. I can walk away. There hasn't been one game.
Jason Kelce gone. Yeah, I did.
So when I see that, right, I'm looking at it like, oh, this team is different, right? Something in that locker room has dramatically changed. I don't know if that's whether to losing the two coordinators, but this team, the way they take the field is different. And I think
because
that
the head coach
Sirianni can't look. I'm getting there. Hold on, look. I'm getting there. Hold on, look. I got you. I got you. Oh, I got you. I think
he's searing right now. He ain't cooking yet. He's just searing.
I think that Sirianni is not the leader of men that a lot of people thought, right? Because he came in last year, he came in strong, and he came in really commanding, right? But when you have two guys that are behind you like that, two coordinators of that caliber, it's easy to hide your mistakes as a head coach, right?
Yep.
But when you don't have those guys, now all the spotlight's on you, everything's on you, right? So I think that with this year, right, with the spotlight being on him, everybody thought that, oh yeah, well, he should be able to command these troops. He should be able to lead these guys into victories. Yeah, but it's not going to last, right? Because as we've seen, he doesn't know how to properly.
He doesn't know the buttons. He doesn't know the buttons.
It's not that he doesn't know the buttons. He doesn't know when to push them motherfuckers.
That's what I mean.
Like he got him right in front of him, but he don't know when and how to orchestrate him and how to push him. He don't know how to space out his team in order to get victories in key spots. And I think that's what really hurt the Eagles this year, along with, of course, injuries and stuff like that. But I think that the team peeped that halfway through, and they were just like, I really don't want to play for this dude because he really doesn't know what he's doing. And when he can defer to other coaches, that's when they can look at him like, okay, well, he said that, but this guy, he said it like this, and he broke it down like this, and that makes sense. But I think this year is different because he's going out there just saying shit, and we did all of this shit last year, and this and that, and then looking at him like, nigga, this ain't last year. So what the fuck are we gonna do? What are you gonna do to show us that this year is different, but we're still the same team on a competitive level? And he looking around like, damn, I ain't got my coaches behind me. I ain't got my guys behind me. So
because
I think all of that goes into the changing.
And I believe, in my personal opinion, a head coach has to be a combination of these three things. You have to be a CEO, a motivator, or a strategist. You have to be able to combine these things. And I'll give you some examples. Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is a CEO and a motivator. That's what he does. Because he doesn't do too much with the defense or the offense, but he galvanizes everybody and he puts the right people in the right space. Okay? Deion Sanders is a motivator, CEO, and a strategist. That's why he's been successful wherever he has gone. Bill Belichick, motivator, strategist. CEO, strategist. Because he don't motivate you for shit. That motherfucker's like, you either do it or get the fuck out of here.
That's good motivation.
That's all the motivation you
need.
should need.
Right?
Do your job or I will cut your ass.
Hello, do your job, nigga. That's how Malcolm Butler get on. I don't care. When we interview Malcolm Butler, I'm gonna ask him that question. Okay.
And
Bill Belichick told your ass, you better not fuck up or I'm cutting you.
What we learned from Antonio Pierce, motivator, strategist. Okay, those guys was gonna run through anything for him because you saw the team change the second he took it over. And the problem with Philadelphia is Sirianni is none of those things. We thought he was a strategist, but the offense didn't look anything close to what it used to look like. He's clearly not a motivator. And
people thought he was a motivator. That was people.
Right.
That was the really big thing that people thought he was a motivator and a strategist. But it turns out
he can't be a
he's
CEO
not.
Because he took the defensive coordinator off the field, moved him into the booth, and then brought in what's the dude from the Patriots that can't coach? Used to coach the Lions. Used to coach the Lions. With tattoos in his ear.
Oh my God.
You talking about fucking what the fuck?
I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name. Dude.
I can see this dude's face.
Bro, who looked like Paul Bunyan.
He's been fooling everybody for years. God
damn, what is his name? Hold on. Let's see.
Matt Patricia.
Matt Patricia.
I knew it was a
Matt
something.
is. Yeah, that's it. Matt
something.
Patricia. Matt freaking Patricia.
Like
he said, can't coach for nothing. Dog.
He been fooling people for years. You know how?
That's because he walk around with a pencil in his ear.
Went on a dry erase pad, which makes no sense. Do you know how I know he's not real? It's because when he went back to the Patriots, they made him run the offense. If you are a defensive guy, you don't even have an offensive playbook. How are you running the offense? It takes years to know how to run an offense and call plays.
That was the biggest knock on the Patriots that year too. To answer your question, I was gonna say to answer your question, JC, is because we tied in. It's gonna get tied.
It's all tied in. It's all tied in.
It's all gonna come back in full circle. All gonna come back.
Hey, listen, the Eagles. Clear as day, the Eagles don't look the same because last year, like y'all said, they were blowing out teams. And if you know one thing, point differential in the NFL especially tells a big story. That's normally how you see if somebody add pieces, they could turn it around the next season. That's why you always got somebody that goes from 0 to winning a division or 0 to getting in the playoffs, and they won in the playoffs the year before. Point differential is a big thing. And before y'all, I know we finished talking about the Cowboys. Let me explain something to y'all about the Cowboys real quick. Just off the fact that when they play teams that are over 500 under Mike McCarthy and Dak, they're 13-15. Just that alone says you're below average. You're below average as a playoff team. Blow it up.
And mind you, this season alone, they've only beat 2 teams with winning records all season long.
Philly, and who was the other one?
That's a great question.
No, one team.
I forgot already.
One team.
No, they beat Seattle when Seattle was a winning team. That's the other team. Seattle.
But
okay, I knew it was 2. I just couldn't remember the other one.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
They still don't get off the hook because they averaged the most points at home and got their ass whipped at home.
Now I'm gonna make my brother mad. I told everybody, look, I will not. If everybody who watch this show, y'all know, I do not take to Baker Mayfield slander. I don't do it.
So just like Skip
Baker.
I don't do it. Baker's my guy. I love Baker Mayfield. I'm not saying Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback. I just personally like Baker Mayfield. I think you can win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield as your quarterback. I think Baker is a above average quarterback if you put him in the right situation. But I had to listen to these. I had to listen to these dummies on Speak. You know I hate Speak. Except for Emmanuel Acho, that's my guy. I'm sorry.
I like Emmanuel.
I'm sorry you got to sit at that table with them dummies over there, but this is what you got to deal with. So Shady McCoy and James Jones, oh well, Baker, he's not a good quarterback. He's not this, and what has he done? And I wouldn't give him an extension and this, that, and the third. I was like, wait a minute. Baker Mayfield has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
Ooh, that's a tough pill to swallow, dog.
It sure is.
You mean to tell me, like, there's only a short list of quarterbacks to win playoff games in both conferences? Baker is on that list. Now, I'm not saying you got to pay him uber money, but he's earned, like, to sit there and say, oh, well, he was number 1 overall pick and he's on his 4th team. I was like, yeah, but the Cleveland Browns were ass when he got there. Everybody can come to the conclusion and to the consensus that was a bad organization. The reason why they're as good as they are, I can tell you, it's because of Baker. He got them to the playoffs.
Actually, it really is. It really is. I really don't think people really understand how much they owe, how much Cleveland really owes Baker, bro. Because who specifically asked for Kevin Stefanski? Like specifically asked for Kevin Stefanski to be hired.
Like you don't get Odell Beckham if Baker is not the quarterback. Jarvis Landry does not go there. And I'm not saying they went there because of him. I'm saying the team made those moves because they had a number 1 overall pick playing quarterback.
And I'll say they went there because of him, because they had the choice to literally go any fucking where, but they went there because of Baker. They were all good friends. This isn't no secret. They hung out off the field. They went places off the field. If Baker's not there, they probably don't go there to link up as friends from college. Like, let's keep it a bean. They both went to LSU. They both were super close best friends, and they both rocked with Baker so heavy to the point where they said, "Hey, yo, let's link up and try to go win one."
I will sit here and be the first person to say I owe Baker Mayfield an apology. I absolutely owe Baker Mayfield an apology because this year he absolutely balled out. The reason why I owe him an apology is because I was one of the ones saying, hey, without a good run game, because, they had Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt while he was in Cleveland, without a good run game, I don't think he will be successful. Clearly, the system in Cleveland did not allow him to show his arm talent and show he can actually manage a game because they ran the ball over and they did more running most of the times than they did throwing. So I was absolutely wrong. And I'm okay with that. I can admit that.
That's how people tell me. I said, look, the last time Odell Beckham had a 1,000-yard season, who was his quarterback?
Eli?
Baker.
No, it's Baker.
Oh, I thought you were talking about no. I thought you were talking about before Baker. My bad.
No.
Okay.
And it's crazy. And it's crazy that it's crazy because a lot of people. This is the thing I don't like about the Baker narrative, right? Why do people act like he wasn't hurt in that last year of Cleveland, or even the year before that? Like, why are we acting like that wasn't news? Like, that wasn't the biggest thing every single week. He went out there and played every single week.
In Cleveland gotten hurt since him?
Yep.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson on the sideline right now.
DTR.
Hey, you want to know what's funny?
DTR.
You guys want to know what's funny? You guys want to know what's funny about the Deshaun Watson injury?
PJ Walker.
Oh man, I like PJ.
They got the same injury.
Yeah,
they got the same injury. Deshaun Watson's out for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Baker played.
Like, and this is, and I keep trying to, and I want people to understand, like, you like players for different things. Baker don't feel like a quarterback. He doesn't carry himself like a quarterback. He's running downfield with the guys. He's high-fiving. I like arrogant football players. I like it. When you're on the
So do
field,
I.
I want you to be as arrogant as you possibly can. Because for some people, that's just that just makes them play better. When Baker is not playing well is when people tell Baker not to be Baker.
Mm-hmm. Him dancing,
Oh, that's a good point.
running up and down the sideline, talking his shit, like I'm feeling dangerous to like that. That's Baker, right? Like a lot of people when who the fuck somebody came out and actually they gonna see him this weekend. CJ Gardner-Johnson came out and said that he hasn't seen him do anything on film and stuff like that. And Baker fires back like, oh, you might want to watch the film, big dog. I don't know what the fuck you've been doing.
Right.
Obviously not playing, but you might want to watch that film, man. You feel me? Because we're gonna cut you niggas up too. So don't play with us.
And I hate when people want to cookie cutter what a quarterback or what a player is supposed to be. Oh, because I'm gonna get to Odell too, because he's next on the list because people been on his neck for no reason as well. But I don't like that. He's the face of this and he's dancing in the end zone. Like that's who he is. That's his personality. Because Tom Brady in Tampa was not the same Tom Brady that was in New England. I think we actually got to see the real Tom Brady when he got to Tampa. Like every quarterback is not going to be buttoned up. Brett Favre wasn't buttoned up. He's a country dude.
But when people say that about Tom Brady, I'm like, did y'all not watch games? Like, do y'all not watch Patriots games? Because I mean, you can ask GQ, bro. Like Tom Brady, you can literally see him on the fucking sideline, turned up, competitive, barking, bro. When he comes out of the fucking tunnel, he's literally yelling, bro. His fucking entrance, literally, he runs out, nigga, gives the fucking hard ass piss bump. Let's go! Like, what?
But the thing is, they didn't want to show you that because they put him in this box. When he went to Tampa, it turned into, now we got to see what Tom Brady looks like.
Rebel Tom. This is the Rebel Tom. He left the Patriots and Bill Belichick. Oh, he's like, no, bro. He's always done this. Y'all just don't watch football.
Certain things, the reason why Antonio Pierce works. Shout out to Antonio Pierce. They officially hired him as the head coach of the Oakland Raiders.
Let's go, man.
The reason why he works as the head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, because the Raiders have a identity of rebels and just FU type of dudes. You know who's a FU type of dude? Antonio Pierce.
That's what we do. Like
certain teams, you got to embody what that culture is. Okay? Like when you get the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have to figure out and go back to old Pittsburgh football. Run the ball, play defense. That's the reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers can win 11-10 games a season this year with Mike Tomlin. Because they're like, look, Najee, can you act like you 225 pounds?
I was going to say, can you act like you... Nigga, act like you 225 pounds and got a motherfucking stiff arm like goddamn... Bro, what the fuck? You better stop playing.
Mm-hmm. We said they are better from top to bottom in Vegas. Yeah, no, next year.
Now?
Look, now they are. Now, all they got to do is get the quarterback.
Yeah, just build on what you got now, which is what they should have been doing years ago. But, we had some dumbasses at the helm. But,
but like I said, but with, I don't like that. No, we're not firing him yet. With Baker is, you got to he's in a place where he can now stabilize himself. We saw how smart he is when he went to pick up Sean McVay's offense in 2 days. It's ridiculous.
And beat the Raiders.
Very.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that's a hard thing to do.
Game-winning drive in less than 90 seconds, 90 yards.
And then to move on to Tampa and pick up everything that he's picked up. And
they
tried to sit there and they tried to dumb it down like, well, they weren't that good. They only won 9 games, but they won their division. Your goal at the beginning of the season is to win your division. Win your division, make the playoffs. And he won a playoff game. And then, the Eagles weren't that good. I don't care. If you showed up on Sunday and I beat you, I don't care if you were good or not.
The Eagles were 11-3.
I don't want to hear nothing about the Eagles weren't good when last year the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, and they basically brought back the same team. Like, that's ridiculous.
It's the thing that they want to do is with certain quarterbacks, they want to diminish the things that they accomplish, because everybody has a feeling of who Baker Mayfield is. They don't want to give him credit for doing anything.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, if I know anything, they're not drafting Penix. Jaden Daniels is going to be the quarterback for the Raiders next year.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? What do you mean return of Ken Stabler? Just because he's a lefty? Is that what we're talking about? Well, don't do that, because the snake was different. All right.
Right. No, Jaden Daniels is definitely going to be the quarterback for the Raiders next year if they don't get Justin Fields.
Future Raiders quarterback Justin Fields. I'm going to keep saying it until it happens.
And so, but that's that was
it don't gotta happen this year. But if it happened, it happened.
On my boy Baker, and I'm not gonna have it. Next person,
we're not having it with my boy Shakem Baker Mayfield, okay? Because he been balling. All right, I don't want to hear no slander about no motherfucking Baker Mayfield no more, bro. Because he been balling. All right, leave my boy Baker alone. Let my boy Baker bake these niggas the fuck up.
And then the next person was Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham was on an interview.
Yeah, what exactly did Odell say that made everybody so upset?
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna tell you right now. So Odell was having an interview, and there was two things. One, a video surfaced of him in the locker room when he was talking to the Ravens after they won. I forgot what game it was. It was like the second to last game or whatever it was. And he was basically saying, look, how he loves these guys. He loves the locker room, and this is the best team he's ever been a part of. And everybody was like, oh, so how are you going to say that when you was on the team that won a Super Bowl? Somebody said, oh, this is the dude that the Rams carried to a Super Bowl. And I was like, you mean the dude that was literally going to be the Super Bowl MVP until he tore his fucking knee up? Mm-hmm. That guy?
Mm-hmm.
And he's right. This team is more talented than any of the Giant teams he's been on.
Facts.
That's apparent.
This team is more talented than that Rams team that won the Super Bowl.
That's apparent as well, too.
It's not and you have to understand sometimes a locker room, how they invite you in and how they make you feel contributes to how you feel about that team.
I'm trying to figure out what the problem is with this statement, because just looking at just looking at the teams, bro, what was wrong with what was wrong? Like, talent wise, they're better. So there's that. And like environment wise, they're probably better for him. So there's that. So I don't understand what's wrong. Like, nigga, what did he say wrong? I feel like y'all just don't like Odell at this point.
They don't like that's
leave my nigga Odell alone.
They just don't like Odell. And it's the same thing with Baker. Like, it doesn't matter what they do, somebody's going to find something wrong in it. Because before it was Odell's not a good teammate. So now he bigs up his team. He's a liar. Like, I don't get it. Like, you just want him to be the opposite of whatever it is he's standing on. And I want I want Odell to. I want his redemption story to culminate with him finishing off what he did in that Super Bowl. In the sense of, I want him to get back to another Super Bowl and then pick up right where he left off. I want him to win a Super Bowl MVP. I want him to quiet the critics. The same way I want Baker to quiet the critics. The same way Jordan Love is quieting the critics. People, for some reason I defend the people that everybody hates. Very weird. I got an underdog mentality, I guess.
I don't think that's weird at all.
It's like, I like people going out and proving the masses wrong, because they tried to tell everybody that Jordan Love wasn't a good quarterback. They tried to say, oh, well, Baker, Troy, I keep coming back to Troy too. I'm going to get him because he said Baker was going to be ass this year and Mike Evans wasn't going to get 1,000 yards this year. Troy, don't think I forgot. I'm coming for you.
I think it was more likely for Baker to be ass than for Mike Evans not to catch another 1,000-yard season, bro. Come on.
I'll be right back. Hold
on. No, I didn't see it that way.
I thought it was more likely for Baker, because Mike Evans has 1,000 yards every year of his career so far.
But the point of Troy saying it was because Baker is ass that Mike Evans won't get it.
I told Troy he was crazy when I heard that too, because I was like, he's gonna get 1,000. That's just what Mike
Yeah.
Evans does.
So it's just like, come on, man. But these are the, Odell, like these are the guys that I like watching them prove people wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Also, I want whoever was talking about they hating on Baker. I mean, I'm Baker on Odell when he said this is the most talented or the best team he's ever played on. People need to realize when that Rams season, Odell missed what was eight games, or he missed half the season. Pretty much. I think he only played like the last 5 games, scored 5 touchdowns,
4 or 5 games, yeah.
and then he went into the playoffs and went crazy, especially in the NFC Championship game that people just seem to forget where he caught over 100 yards.
Yeah, he was warming up. Like, I still didn't think that the Rams should have got rid of him, but that was just me. Because if you could imagine that Rams team with Puka, Cooper, and Odell, stupid.
I can tell you what, they would have probably beat the Lions with that lineup.
Oh yeah, no, they would wash the Lions out.
Baker going down first if he gets past.
All right, look, we're gonna get there. Matter of fact, we're gonna get to that now.
There's a lot of remnants. There's a lot of remnants from that championship team with Tom Brady on the Buccaneers still. I am just saying.
And we're gonna get to that as soon as Moolah's pop back up on the screen. We're gonna get to these picks.
I just want to say Baker's a GOAT, and stop disrespecting my boy.
Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect my man, Shake and Bake.
Shake and Bake.
Yeah, man, let's shake and Baker up, man.
Okay, so
Baker's man, nigga, stop playing with him.
Saturday, first game, Texans Browns.
Y'all want me to go first? I'll go first.
Okay.
Y'all should already know where I'm going with this, bro. Come on. I'm taking Houston. That's my team.
Let the people know. That's all.
I'm taking Houston. Not only am I taking Houston, I think Houston is going to win by 3 points. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't see I think I think whichever quarterback really gets the ball last is probably going to have the best chance of winning this game. But okay. I'm definitely going with Houston. That's my team, and I believe in them. Let's go, Texans.
What you got?
First of all, I just want to say NFL, fuck you for having everybody sign up for Peacock last week. I was gonna sign up anyway. I'm just letting y'all know, fuck y'all. But even though I like what my boy CJ Stratton is doing, I'm going with my Super Bowl, my MVP pick, man, Lamar Jackson.
Well, see, this is where I want to go last because I want to see it. I'm on the Lamar train. I want Lamar to capsulize this game. To me, decides who goes to the Super Bowl. This game, not next week. This game. Whoever wins this game is going to the Super Bowl. That's my pick, straight up. If Houston wins, they're gonna beat the life out of whoever they play, whether it's the Chiefs or the Bills. If the Ravens win, they're gonna beat the life out of whoever they play, out of the Bills or the Chiefs. Don't matter. This is technically the AFC Championship game for me.
I can understand that.
I can see that.
With that being said, they're gonna talk hella shit about Lamar on Monday. They're gonna talk hella shit. Because it's going to be a whole nother, he can't win in the playoffs. I think D'Amico has those guys playing really, really good football. I think CJ Stroud is playing really, really good football. Really good. And I think they're going to continue it for these next 2 games. Because everybody's making the big deal about the weather. A lot of those guys came from the Big Ten.
Facts.
That's
a lot of those guys played in this type of weather. I don't think it's going to affect them that much. But like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from the Ravens. I still think they can win this game. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to, like DJ said, it's going to come down to who has the ball last. But I'm going to go with Houston. I'm going to ride this Houston train. I told you, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid in Houston. I'm drinking it. I'm here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Houston on that. Next game. It's crazy that these two games are being played because I'm gonna have my opinions on it. Packers, 49ers.
Look, listen, I love the Packers, bro. I love everything they're doing and things like that. But I don't know, man. San Francisco, I feel like for the first time they're healthy in the playoffs, and I think they're on a vengeance tour and things of that nature. So they have absolutely no reason why they shouldn't stomp the Packers. Plain and simple. But with all that being said, I'm still going with the Packers, bro. I'm going with Green Bay. I am going with Green Bay. I absolutely am. I'm taking Green Bay in this game.
My brother's a 49er fan. That's just why he's saying Molly.
I'm going with Green Bay. I think Green Bay is going to come out gunning, and San Francisco is going to be in shock in the first quarter. They're going to. Jordan Love is going to come out in the first quarter, and the Packers are going to score first. Come on, Bay Area. Come on, Bay Area. Let's go.
No, he hates the 49ers.
Yes, I am from the Bay. And born and raised, actually. Right in the damn city where the damn stadium is. Okay? I'm talking about I was born right around the corner. All right? Hospital right around the corner. Okay? I used to walk to that motherfucker every day. All right. Go Pack Go. Okay? Because it's always fuck the red and gold. Okay?
Yep.
Always.
I'm switching up right now because I said before the season started, I thought the 49ers and the Ravens were headed for a collision course in the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh.
I just like how Jordan Love is playing. The way I feel about CJ Stroud and the Texans is how I feel about the Packers and Jordan Love. And I think the biggest, middle finger to Aaron Rodgers would be Jordan Love going to the Super Bowl. And need I say winning the Super Bowl. So, that being said, I'm going with the Packers and Jordan Love this week.
I just want everybody to know this is what we're playing after the game ends.
Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow.
So, don't get us copyright check.
You stupid. Yeah.
Hold
on, man.
I'm just saying, we coming with it, dog. We coming with it.
No, I'm not having recency bias.
Actually, I am a notorious known 49er hater. Okay, my whole family is damn near Niner fans. Okay, I don't rock with y'all at all.
Y'all could play.
I slander y'all on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube. It don't matter, bro. TikTok. It don't matter what app. I'm slandering Niners and I'm slandering Niner fans. Okay, I've always been a Niner hater. I do not care.
I won't stand by that.
I do not care. There ain't no recency bias or none of that shit.
There's no recency bias.
The Niners at all. Like I said, I grew up, born and raised in the Bay Area. Where their stadium is, I used to walk to that motherfucker every day. Okay?
Candlestick? Bro, look, here's the thing.
Here. This is pure, unadulterated hate. Okay?
I want to remind people, right? The Packers have not had a healthy roster all season long. They've been battling with injuries all year. This was the first time they had everybody play together. And everything finally looked efficient. The offense looked great. Christian Watson started balling, showing last year that Aaron Rodgers just wasn't doing.
Christian Watson didn't even play good yesterday.
Exactly.
Last week. So it's going to be
just
tough.
a year.
It's going to be tough. I'm not putting it
I haven't
past.
seen the Niners win the Super Bowl in over 20 years.
Look, if the 49ers win, they win. I'm not saying that they can't.
Getting there is cool, but like I said, y'all ain't won in over 20 years, and my whole family's Niner fans. I really don't care about getting there. Greatness, y'all can say greatness, sure, but is you really great if you ain't won shit in over 20 years?
Moo. It sounded a little cowboyish. It sounded a little cowboyish other than their Super Bowl appearance.
I mean, they've been on a quest for 6 for about 25, damn near 30 years now. So I'm just saying, dog. You feel me? That quest is turning into a goddamn adventure at this point.
Oh man,
I'm a Raider. I'm a Raider through and through. I will always hate the Niners.
I'm locked up. Please let me out.
We're gonna see. Hey, like I said, that's why they play the game, man. That's why they play the game. Sunday, game 1. Don't mind the background. You know, the family just got home, so they kicking shit and turning on lights. Turn the goddamn light off. They don't care about me. They don't.
The light going off after you said that.
Hey, the light going off gave you a light bulb. What's your thought?
Right.
Oh,
you already look. You already know. It's the Baconaires all day. The Baconator's still coming. He here. He here. And the dog shaking, his collar going crazy. He doing everything. They doing the most right now.
Who the Buccaneers playing?
Your niece is going crazy right now.
Bucks got the Lions.
Bucks got the Lions. Oh man. Oh, bruh. I have been drinking this, like y'all said, drinking this Kool-Aid of Detroit. Oh man. I'm still going with Detroit. I'm gonna take Detroit in this game.
I mean, look, for me, this is more, like I said, I am Baker, my guy. So I'm not going against. I'm not going against Baker until Baker gone.
Moo only knows I'm going Detroit because I'm going with Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's the only reason. It ain't got other reason than I like Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I'm going with my boy DC Dan Campbell, man. I'm on the Dan Campbell train, bro. I don't care, bro. Give me Dan Campbell. I do not care. I want him at the helm.
That's all I care about.
Wait. If the Lions were the Lions, they wouldn't have made the playoffs. I'm just saying.
But when they get there, they just lose. They just lose in the second round of the playoffs.
Oh, don't do that. Don't bring back the Barry Sanders year. Don't do that, Mel.
I'm just saying, hey,
come on.
I can only use the information that I have available to me.
Well, what if I tell you Baker gonna Baker and not get past the second round? What you gonna say then?
Look, two things. Look, somebody's breaking something this week.
Somebody is.
He said one of these curses getting broken. Okay.
Oh. No, I think the combination of the running back and Jared. What's the running back name? His name just slipped my mind. Swift. No, Swift went to the Eagles. Jameer Gibbs.
David Montgomery.
David Montgomery. There we go. I think the combination of those two will be enough to at least keep them honest, to give to have the Buccaneers at least be aware of play action and play for running. So I'm going to take Detroit in this game.
Okay, that's okay. Hey, that's why we play the game. We're gonna find out.
That's why we play the game.
That's why we're gonna find out.
If Baker wins, though, I won't be surprised. The Buccaneers are still a pretty good team, bro. And you catch fire at the right time, you can run it.
It's all about catching fire at the right time. And which leads me to the last game on Sunday. These are two teams I hate both equally. So Chiefs, Bills.
You know, like fuck both these niggas.
Somebody got to win this bullshit game.
It ain't somebody.
Because the thing about it is,
this is sauce with that.
Because this is the problem. This is the problem.
So
if Kansas City wins, everybody's gonna blow it out of proportion that Mahomes is winning with lesser talent.
This is hilarious because it's actually true.
And if Josh Allen wins, he now gets catapulted into like the greatest quarterback in the league conversation.
That nigga can't because he ain't won no fucking Super Bowl or been in a Super Bowl.
Hey, Moo, do you really? I'm just asking. Do y'all really think that when they say Patrick Mahomes is playing with less talent, is that just on offense? Because Kansas City's defense has been elite all season, bro.
They only talk about offense.
That's why I said. You sure? That's what. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, they do that to control the narrative about Patrick Mahomes.
Of course. I just wanted to make sure.
The only reason why they were winning games is because of the defense. It has nothing to do with that offense.
Quite literally.
And tell me if y'all feel. Tell me if I was. Shout out to Play Versus Team. I was in the chat with them last night. And they brought this comment. At least I brought the comment. They were talking about Josh Allen, And I watched on several outlets that said that should Josh Allen beat the Kansas City Chiefs and win a Super Bowl, he would go down as the greatest Buffalo Bill of all time. What do y'all think of that? The fact that that y'all are actually thinking about this is ridiculous.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm in awe that people can say that. Like,
okay,
I don't even you know what I mean. Those 90 teams of the Buffalo Bills was stacked with all-time great players for the Bills. They just didn't win, and I still think Jim Kelly's a better quarterback than Josh Allen overall. So, no, absolutely not.
Josh Allen is not even a top 5. He's probably not even a top 10 Buffalo Bill of all time.
That's a good point.
Are we talking about quarterbacks?
No, this player. They said the best player, not when O.J. Simpson, Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Bruce Smith. Like, do I have to run the names of these people down for people? Like, do y'all not know who the Buffalo Bills are?
Who said that, bro? Who said this? I need to know. I need to know the culprit right now.
Like, stop it. Like Josh Allen is, as a Buffalo Bill, honestly, this is a real thing. Better than, what's his name? It's gonna sound bad because I can't think of his name. The receiver. I want to say Johnny Morton, but it's not Johnny Morton.
Oh shit.
I can't think of his name, but his last name is Morton. Can't think of his name. But Marshawn Lynch. Is he a better Bill than Marshawn Lynch?
Oh.
Like, no. We're not gonna do this.
They said the best Bill ever? That's wild.
And I didn't even tackle none of the Cornelius Bennett's, the Darryl Tallies. Like, I didn't get to the defensive dudes. Like, no. He's got a long way to go before we put him in that conversation of greatest Bill of all time.
That's a wild statement to say.
But this is what they do now. They automatically thrust these new dudes into conversations that they do not belong in.
Oh shit, that is a wild statement to say. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's crazy. The greatest Bill of all time. That's wild.
Of all time.
Of all time. Wow. That's crazy.
Right.
Oh shit.
Can I be serious right now? And I don't know how y'all are gonna feel about this, which I might stand on an island of this, but I don't even think Josh Allen is the best all-time Bill or in a top all-time Bill on his team better than someone else on his team right now. I think Stephon Diggs would rank higher as an all-time as of right now for Buffalo.
Yeah, I think Trayvon White would.
I do.
Jordan Poyer would.
Yeah.
Like, there's dudes on that team. So no, I'm not. Sorry. Josh Allen got a way to go. They just like to build. It's the quarterback bias again. That's all it is.
Steve Trasker, Cornelius Bennett, Darryl Talley.
Look, I say it all the time. They need to stop. Just because your Wi-Fi work don't mean you should be in front of a camera.
That's true.
All I gotta say is I understand that COVID made a lot of people bored and got people thinking that, hey, if I get a microphone and a camera, I can get a podcast and I can just start talking. Bro,
exactly.
Be quiet. Here's what you do. Here's what y'all do. Y'all ready? Here's what y'all do. Y'all ready? I want everybody to just go ahead and look at this. Right? Go ahead and take your notes. Right? I'm go ahead and get on the big screen just so y'all can really see me. Okay. All right. I want everybody to look at this. Okay. Y'all see me? Hi, here I am. Right. I want everybody that has dumb shit to say, or all you podcasts, bro, all you stupid motherfuckers out here that decided to pick up a mic and right here, right? You see? Right here.
What do you do? Mulish is bugged out.
I think he just said to turn your shit off.
Turn your shit off.
Just turn your shit off and shut up. I think that's what he did.
Yeah.
So,
So
with that being said, the X factor in this game for Kansas City, I think, is going to be Travis Kelce because the Bills. I didn't even bring this up with the 49ers game on why I also think Green Bay is going to win. Do y'all realize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? The 49ers give up the 7th most yards to tight ends in the NFL. Where did Jordan Love throw that ball over and over again this past week?
Did y'all catch it? Did y'all see what I? Did y'all see what I did?
So, yes, yes, we did. We did.
You just pulled the Tomlin.
Okay. All right. Disconnect. Okay. Fucking-nect. Okay. Take your shit the fuck out. Take your goddamn camera, whatever, the new webcam you got from TikTok, because I know the TikTok shop is promoting content creators. I don't care. Shut your stupid ass up. Okay. The fuck off TikTok. Get off YouTube. All right. You're not a content creator. You're a dork. Okay. Sit your ass down somewhere. Go read a fucking book. Go outside. Feel the sidewalk. Feel the air. Get your ass off the internet saying dumb shit. Okay, disconnect. It's easy. It's 1, 2, 3. Y'all ready? Look, I'm gonna show you again.
This dude. Who crazy?
It's that
dog.
simple. Okay, show ass off the internet saying dumb shit.
I'm taking Kansas City in this game. I am taking. And the reason why I'm taking Kansas City because not only did the point about San Francisco, Travis Kelce is going to be the X factor because the Bills also are top 10 in the most yards given up to tight ends, and you know Travis Kelce is Patrick Mahomes' favorite target. I just need Kadarius Toney and them boys to hold on to the ball because they had a lot of drops last week. Might have been an anomaly, but I do believe that connection between Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce is special. It's special. And I don't know if Buffalo will have enough to stop it, but they will start keying. I think they'll start keying on Travis Kelce so much and playing a man zone. And if Patrick Mahomes can carve, which he hasn't really been notoriously good at throwing against zone, but I mean, hey, I think they can. I think they could win. I'm gonna take Kansas City, even though I would love to see Josh Allen finally answer the call and get past Kansas City. I'm going Kansas City.
Few things.
Where you got move?
Few things. Number one, Travis Kelce. All right, if you drop that many goddamn balls in a game in front of your future wife / baby mama, okay? Count your days, my boy. Count your days because your days is numbered. All right, you might as well go out like your brother Jason. Get up there and do the podcast, okay? Because if you keep dropping these goddamn, I seen one literally right here, back. Okay, drop right there. I was like, oh no, Travis, what's going on? Your girl is upstairs, bro. What you doing?
You getting cheeks before the game. You can't do that.
Hey, I get cheeks before the game, but I don't be out there dropping passes that's blatant in front of me, dog. Okay, that ain't no excuse. All right, you feel me? Your girl's in the stands, man. You feel me? She up there high-fiving with extras, other celebrities and shit.
You stupid.
All right? You want the motherfucking jersey sales to go up, bitch. You better catch that goddamn ball. All right, look, check this out. On a serious note, okay? I just got one thing to say. Josh Allen, all right? You have one job.
Not to throw interception?
No.
That's you know what? It's funny.
He's gonna do that.
Call it before, and it's no longer quickies. You're getting Swifty.
Oh my mama, he's been getting the Swifties for sure. Okay, we knew about the Swifties a long time ago.
All right,
okay?
I'm John. I'm JC. I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt for you. We're gonna copyright that.
We getting Swifties, okay? Getting Swifty and the shifty with it. And I'm just playing. All right, look, Josh Allen, you got one job. Win the damn game. All right, win the damn game. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about no overtime. I don't want to hear about no 13 seconds. I don't want to hear shit. Go out there and win the game. That's all you gotta do is go out there and win the game. Go beat these niggas. Because if you don't, that's going to be your narrative. That's going to be your story, right? And I think they can do it. They're playing some really good football as of lately, right? Maybe he can go out there with the Kentucky two-step and fake slide and, you know what I'm saying, get to the hip crib again. But you got one job, big dog. Win the game.
Josh Allen's the modern-day Phillip Rivers.
I'm like, look, my thing, I'm not getting too much analysis on this one. This is me. This is the lesser of two evils that I'm taking.
I feel that. You don't like Patrick Mahomes.
I hate it. It's the lesser of two evils. Like, so I'm tired of listening to Patrick Mahomes being the greatest quarterback we've ever seen. I'm just tired of it. It's fucking stupid to me. I think the Bills got the better team. I think the Bills will handle business. And
man.
But again, with that being said, whoever win the Ravens and Texans game is definitely going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
It doesn't matter. Whoever wins, it doesn't matter. They're losing to whoever wins that game.
All I gotta say is if Stephon Diggs don't go out there and get jammed into oblivion like Tyreek did last week, they should win the game. Y'all should be fine. But
he was on ice. I'm not gonna put that on Tyreek.
Hell no. Cause that nigga got in his shit, boy. I said, oh my God.
I'm not gonna put that on because if they were on, like, if it was a nice day, Snead ain't he not pressing Tyreek Hill like that.
Man, I don't know about that. That technique was beautiful.
Nah, he ain't got enough. His nuts ain't big enough to do that on a nice day.
He got 2 to the chest. So Stephon, don't get your ass out there and get stuck on, because that nigga Ladarius literally, nigga, where you going, nigga? Hemmed him up real quick, nigga. Stirred him around like, hold on, nigga, drag him around like Draymond.
Diggs and
put his face in the dirt and said, nigga, you must have forgot who I am, nigga. I got that 38 special for you, boy. And that motherfucker go bang.
All right, we're gonna see.
That ain't your brother, Stephon. That's a real jammer right there, nigga. And I ain't talking about quitting, boy.
Stupid. All right, so another dope ass show. We got DJ Michael B came through. Appreciate it.
You know it.
My brother was in the chat going nuts. Appreciate you. Everybody else who was listening, people watching. Bills defense is beat up. Kind of.
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
Any last words before we get up out of chat?
Man, y'all know what it is. Okay, Moo. Okay, Moo. That's it.
Hey, I'm coming hot this week. You ain't play last week, so I had to save all that energy for this week. So fuck y'all. Go Packers.
I just want to remind everybody that the Texans were number 1 this season in stopping the rush. So go Texans.
All right. Before I get up out here, you see the shirt. It's supposed, this baller, then this ball her. If all y'all know I coach a women's football team out here in Vegas. Shout out to my man, Coach Money. He's the one who make these. That's my defensive coordinator. Nasty with the defense. Nasty. That's my guy.
I need one.
Appreciate it. You want one? I got you.
Yeah, I need one.
That boy said Niner Nation Unite.
Another dope ass show. Another Football Friday in the books. This week has been dope. We got the divisional round coming up. We're going to see how these picks work. Shout out to ESPN for watching our content. We appreciate you guys.
Y'all wild for that take.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope we gave y'all some new material, so when I see it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
we got some other stuff we working on in the background. Mabel is working on in the background. Yeah. If anybody takes this, then we know for a fact.
We know for a fact you niggas is watching.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, but we appreciate this. Let's just give us a shout out next time.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna come up with a specific slogan that I'm trying to tell you, and we got one already. And I'm telling you, I've been on the airways, I've been watching you niggas, and if we see this shit, I promise y'all on our shit. But I'm telling you, I got some things cooking, man. I got some things cooking.
Things are cooking.
Best damn football show, period. And I'm gonna keep.
Come on, push your button. Push the goddamn button. Push the